Hi, my name is Katrina Schaefer and I'm an attorney with Lombardi Law Firm. Today I'm here to talk to you about the process of a personal injury case from the beginning to the end. The first step is client intake. The client usually calls us or emails us. They can also fill out a form online to get more information about our firm and what we can do to help them. When they make contact, we usually speak with them by phone to begin with and get basic information such as where they're from, where the accident occurred, the injuries that they sustained, family information, the medical treatment they've been receiving, medications they're on, the doctors they've seen, their educational and employment history, just to get a basic idea of their life and the injuries that they've sustained in this accident that they've sought our help for. We also at that time either have them come into the office or send them forms in the mail such as the fee contract, waivers to get health information, and other various personal items. The next step in the process is to make contact with the insurance companies for both the client and then the other party that was involved in the accident. We will send letters of representation to those insurance companies to let them know that we're representing the client, and just make contact with them and get to know who the adjusters are, what the policy limits are, what the policies cover, and client statements that our client possibly made to the insurance company, as well as witnesses who saw the accident. After we make insurance contact, we then obtain medical records that pertain to the client's injuries and accident, bills that are related to the accident, whether it was from the ER that day or follow-up treatment at the hospital or clinic with their primary care doctor or anybody else that they saw for their treatment. We organize those medical bills and records into an electronic format that shows us the dateline of the injury and their treatment, as well as what they're going to need in the future, so that we have a better understanding of the injury that they sustained and what they will need in the future and how it's affecting their daily lives. We'll also use those records and bills to evaluate the case and use it later on when we get to the next step, which is either filing the petition or writing a demand letter. If we write the demand letter, we lay out the facts, the treatment, the injuries, the doctors, and how the injuries are currently affecting the person. We value the case based on the medical bills that they've incurred already, what they'll probably incur in the future, pain and suffering, wage loss if they've lost time at work because of the injury. And we'll use that to put a value on the case and send that to the insurance company as our demand for what we are requesting to cover the injury in the accident. If we don't do that, we will file a petition, and there's statute of limitations. It's 2 years from the date of the initial accident, so we will file the petition before that date to get that going if we decide to go that route instead of negotiating through a demand letter. The final step is negotiation. If we do go with the demand letter instead of the petition, we can also negotiate if we file a petition and the other side decides to go into settlement negotiations rather than going to trial. That involves going back and forth with the other side and determining our weaknesses and our strengths as far as our argument and the value that we've demanded, and try to come up with a final solution to settle the case for the best interests of the client. Well, that's enough for today, and next time I will talk about the next step in the process that involves medical bills, records, and the treatment of your injuries. This is Katrina Schaefer, and I'm with the Lombardi Law Firm.